let's recap really quickly on our last lesson. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
So we went over sleep, and the main message that we wanted you guys to take away was sleep is really important. In fact, if you don't have a focus on improving the quality of your sleep before trying to improve the quality of anything else, then
you just go round and round.
You go round and round in circles.
Yeah.
We won't go too deep into it because the whole lesson's there for you to watch if you haven't watched it yet. But what we want to really reiterate to you is it's not about how much sleep you're getting. Some of the things that cards that we dealt in life doesn't necessarily allow us for the 8 hours sleep that is
especially as mums, because we're like I said in the previous one, we're shift workers, and then there are women in this group that are shift workers as well.
Yep.
So what we didn't make clear, or maybe we didn't make clear the other night, was you can
still get great results, and you can still improve your sleep. You just need to focus on the
quality.
Exactly.
Yeah, what you can control.
Yeah. And I think if you are a shift worker or you are a mama shift worker, staying off the screen after 8 p.m, whether you're awake till 2 a.m. or whether you're getting up at certain times, is another really important thing.
And that was our task. So we wanted to ask, how's it been going? How's the challenge been going?
It'd be hard.
It would be hard to break a habit like that. So it doesn't just happen overnight. And sometimes I'm even guilty of going back to it and going, oh shit, I'm actually been on my phone and it's 9 o'clock or something, and then I have to pull myself back. And after holidays and things like that, you have to really pull yourself back in.
So how's it going, ladies? If you're on the line and you're watching, let us know.
We'll move forward to the tools of the trade. So the lesson 2 of tonight.
So story time, when me and Megan collided.
and that's what we'll call it, collided.
We collided.
Yeah.
And started living in the same household. I had my bachelor ways, and Megan had her ways. And
I was a bachelorette.
Yeah.
We had our own.
Yeah. And being typical guy, I've sort of just come in and started to
take over the place,
take over
the shopping.
And I remember having this one fight actually where I wasn't appreciative that she had actually cooked up a bunch of stir fry for me, for both of us, but she did it as a nice gesture. She did it the wrong way in my mind.
Yeah.
And we had a massive fight about that. That was hilarious. The reason I'm telling you this is because we started off.
They're all going to think you're a jerk now.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, this story has actually gone bad for me.
The reason I'm telling you this is because we haven't had our shit together for very long, really. We've only really had our stuff together for the last 2 years.
So we haven't woken up one day and gone, oh, we're going to do awesome food prep. We're going to use all the tools of the trade and be absolutely perfect. Yeah. It's been a process, and that's what we're trying to get.
It's been a process over 6 years.
Over 6 years, and just chipping away at working on one thing at a time.
I remember the fridge in the beginning. Our fridge would be a couple of big containers of prepped food, no small meal-sized containers. And we would have to pull the big container
every time we wanted to eat,
every time we needed to eat. And we did some stupid stuff that just complicated the process.
So now we're going to teach you how not to complicate the process and how to make it easy and simple.
Have a big shortcut and not make the mistakes that we made.
Yeah.
And hopefully it won't take you 6 years to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Maybe we can slash that in half or even a little less. So the first tool of the trade that we'll speak about tonight is meal-sized containers and the importance of meal-sized containers. We've got one here.
So this is mine.
And that's a litre.
So that's a litre. Pete's got double the size. This will do even littler to begin with.
I think you would be able to get away with 500 ml, half a litre containers to start with, especially if you're just starting out.
Yeah.
The importance of that.
I was just going to say, like, getting a couple of these will do to start off with.
So the importance of meal-sized containers is that you can actually use them to portion out your food. okay, and then you'll never actually overeat as such. So having meal-sized containers also helps you to get into a routine, so that you're actually eating the same sort of amounts every time you eat, rather than, you know,
getting that
eating emotionally.
consistency. Getting that consistency and being able to, if it's just there ready to go, you're less likely to pick, and you're less likely to make poor choices. And you're more organized then.
Exactly.
You've written down here 3 per person. So in your household, if it's more than just you doing this, then you get, you know, 3 for each person.
Which if it should be like, if you guys are doing it in the household, and you know, hubby wants to get on board, the kids want
and
to
even
get
with
on board,
the kids, like I've got containers for Miri when she goes to school, and for Logs when she comes out with us for the day. Like they both get their lunchbox packed, and as I'm prepping for our stuff, like in that big prep that I do, I then will put it in their containers, or even grab it out in the morning while I'm eating my breakfast, like that multitasking sort of thing. Eating
out of containers is one thing that
it's really cool. Like it's on trend.
Yeah, it's on trend. But you'll learn that you've got to do it, hey?
Yeah, you've got to do it.
You can't expect to
majority
sit down
of
to
the
a plated
time.
meal.
Yeah.
You know, 3 times a day. Like most people would struggle to sit down to a meal on a plate 3 times a day.
Yeah.
You know, your mum gives a shit all the time over that, eating from a container. And it's an old mentality that you've got to eat from a pretty looking plate. But sometimes, you know, we're on the go all the time, we're on the run. It's just easier to grab and go. You know, out the door, you get the meal, and you get it in. So meal-sized containers are really good.
Yeah. Second tool of the trade.
Larger containers. Now, what's the difference between the meal size?
Ours are really loved.
Yeah.
And crappy.
They've lost their seals. And everything.
And I think this one's a bit melted as well.
Yeah.
So larger containers to chop it all up when you bring
chopping up?
Food.
The veggies.
The veggies.
Yeah, the veggies and the fruit. So
is that a test?
Well, you said to chop it all up.
Yeah.
Large containers to chop it all up.
Yeah, and pop it in there. You didn't let me finish.
So the veggie shop and chop.
Yeah. So when you do the veggie shop and chop, pop it into these containers first, and then take it out as you need it.
We don't put our food in there, the cooked meal, like we used to do.
Okay.
You don't put your cooked food in there. We just spoke about how we used to put the cooked food in there and have to spit it out.
Yeah, we don't.
So
you
don't do that. Don't do that with your large containers. Is what I'm trying to say, because the more handling you've got to do, and the more you have to double handle, it gets just way too complicated. Cool. So when would we do the veggie shop and chop?
When will we?
When would we? When would that happen? The veggie shop and chop.
On the day that we do it, on Tuesday.
After shopping. So you want to make sure when you're shopping, you bring your food home, and that's the first thing you do. You shop and chop, and you've got your veggies and your fruit ready to go. Yeah.
So for example, if you wanted to make a 3-minute omelette in the mornings, or a frittata or whatever, you chop up all the veggies and you pop it in the containers, and then take it out as needed every morning.
Exactly.
Even, you know, your salads, you can chop it all up and have it in there, and then take it out as you need it. All those kinds of things. Yeah. It just makes it a lot easier rather than chopping every time you need to cook. Yes, exactly. Which is, you know, what the generations before us, like mum and would do. Every time she gets into the kitchen at dinner time, she's chopping up everything fresh. And that's 7 times a week. Yeah, 7 times a week, and it gets very tiring, doesn't it? Especially like us busy mums that have to work as well as raise kids. So this actually brings the time of dinner and food prepping and all that down to a minimum, and then you can just reheat. You have everything organized. Yeah. And that's what I'm about. Like when I've got Logan having meltdowns from daycare, and he's pretty good now, but when they're striving for attention and all that kind of thing at witching hour, you've got your stuff ready and prepared to go. Yeah. Hey Chantel, Hey, Chantel. When are you off to Bali? Oh, it must be like tomorrow or something. Cool. So the next one is the slow cooker.
Perfect time of year.
Yeah.
For the slow cooker. So slow cookers are fantastic tools to make up a lot of food really quickly. We've got two that we use, and we'll have two going at the same time. And we've got a fairly small kitchen. So if you are, lucky enough to have a bigger kitchen, you could really have 2 or 3 of these bad boys going in the morning, and then as soon as you get home, you come home to a banquet worth of food.
That'll last you
days. Yeah.
And popping them, like with your containers, you can pop them in there and pop them in the freezer. Even those Chinese containers, those little Chinese
they're
containers.
500 mils, those ones.
Yeah, so that's perfect, and then you'll have more room in the freezer.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. You don't want to be using containers with a lot of air in them, because the more air there is, the more space that you're going to have to take up in your fridge, and you won't be able to put as much food away, all that sort of stuff. So try and stick to smaller containers to begin with, and as your metabolism improves, that's just another story. You actually start to need to eat more, and you get bigger meal-sized containers. Do you want to show us a Ninja?
Yeah. All right. So the next tool, a must-have, and I've been posting these. I posted one in here of a recipe, the pear and cinnamon.
Yep.
MPLM, and then in the Fit Mum support group, I posted the it was the raspberry one today, the raspberry citrus one. So on the go, I'm getting a bit confused with the direction of the camera. So this again is used and very well loved in our house. So on the go, MPLMs, metabolically precise liquid meals, we call them for short. So when you're time poor, like mums are, we can whip up a nutritious meal in a matter of seconds and take it on the run.
So the main thing to note here is these aren't packed meals. These are actual meals that are blitzed. Now, the things you can put in these liquid meals that are endless.
Which you would have seen on the recipes.
Recipes that
we've got fresh raspberries,
yeah,
or frozen raspberries. You got flax meal. You've got protein. You got milk. Any kind of milk that you want to use. There's no. It's that wouldn't be the worst thing that you're doing. So choose whatever milk you like to drink.
And they're great snacks.
Yeah.
So if you can start to think about your snacks as meals, and you start to use liquid meals to fill in the gaps spaces between the big main meals, your energy levels will start to they'll become more consistent. So they become more consistent. It curbs those hungers and those cravings, those sweet cravings, because you've got your fruits in them, you've got your protein in them. So, and like Pete said, it'll make your energy levels more consistent. Cool.
Keep you on track.
So those are the tools. We're going to start off with a small list of tools for you. We don't want to overwhelm you. And at the moment, Megan and I, we both think those 4 tools there are probably going to be really big, but very impactful for your lifestyle now. So you may have to go out and buy some of this stuff. Hopefully you've got it hanging around the house. If you can put it together and take a cool photo and post it to the Fit Mum support group.
That's your action task.
That'll be your action task, yeah.
This lesson. And I want to say that kids actually love these LMs as well. They're a massive hit. And it doesn't have to be, it is just like a milkshake, but it's a really good, it's, very good for you milkshake. Perfect for after school as well. So Loretta, I know that you said you had fussy kids, so try one of these, and it doesn't have to be a Ninja, okay? It doesn't have to be that brand. What's the other one that you used to have that I blew up? The Magic Bullet.
I don't know if they make it anymore though.
Oh, well, any sort of, hi Renee, thanks for tuning in.
Big W.
Yeah, Big W, go in there and you'll find any sort of brand.
Target, yeah.
Cool.
All right, so there it is. We'll catch up with you tomorrow night for the last lesson of the week. And Good question, Loretta.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll keep them full for a couple of hours.
Yeah, if you've got the right ingredients in there, and if you
Yeah.
just follow the recipe, you've got everything in there that you need to keep them full.
Yeah.
A milkshake doesn't necessarily keep kids full because it's just milk and syrup or milk and flavoring. But when you have
Milk,
fruits,
fruit,
flax seeds,
yeah,
that
protein
sort of stuff,
powder.
protein powder, it all helps to keep the satiety levels.
Miri's favourite one, Loretta, is the mango one.
Mango madness.
Yeah, mango madness.
Yeah.
So she loves to put frozen mango in there. She loves to put milk in there. She loves chocolate protein powder or caramel, salted caramel protein powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.